Dust motes dancing in the sun breeze through the kitchen pane, just like a gift that summer when the world felt fresh as rain. Your mama's apron on the hook, the scent of biscuits warm, and outside the cicadas humming through the coming storm. We were young, we were foolish, we were brave, we were bold. A story in the making, waiting to unfold. Oh, that faded photograph, creased right down the middle, and with his shy smile, me with my old fiddle. Time might blur the edges, and the colors might all fade, but the memory of your hand in mine, that's a promise heaven made. Yeah, promise heaven made. We walked down to the creek bed, to where the willows hung so low, watch the meadows dark and shimmer in the current's gentle flow. You point out every wildflower, give each one a silly name, while I carve our initials in a sycamore tree's frame. That tree's still standing tall now, a testament to time, just like the love we planted, a seedling souls to blind. Evenings on the porch when the crickets starting their tune, talking about our future beneath the harvest moon. You lay your head upon my chest, I'd feel your steady beat, swearing we conquer mountains with calloused hands and feet. You didn't have much money, just a whole lot of hope, and a love that felt as boundless as the sky's wide endless scope. Oh, that faded photograph, creased right down the middle, you with your shy smile, me with my old fiddle. Time might blur the edges, and the colors might all fade, but the memory of your hand in mine, that's a promise heaven made. Yeah, promise heaven There came the lean years when the crops just wouldn't grow, the worry etched around your eyes, a silent weary show. But you never once complained, never let your spirit thin, always found a silver lining right up till the very end. You'd hum a gospel and low while patching up my jeans, the strongest woman I ever knew, it truly seems. met you by the ice machine. Dusty pumps at 17. You were buying cherry coke, laughing at your own bad jokes. Sunburn on my farmer's tan. You said, nice truck. I said, hop in if you ain't got plans. You said, yes, I'm in. Look, it's that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay rust to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kinda forever, I ain't settling for less. We missed the county fair that night, took the long way, lost the light, parked out by the old state line. Radio low, you were all I could find. Fireflies in a mason jar, your bare feet on my dash. You traced your name across my arm, said, boy, don't you let this pass. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay ruts to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. Years roll by like mile mark signs, cheap perfume and cheap red wine, apartment couch, late night news. We were broke, just paying dues. You work doubles, I work nights. We made coffee our best friend. I'd kiss your hand beneath the lights and swear this grind would end. Every bill, every fight, every wrong turn turned out right. 'Cause you stayed, I stayed too. What else could I do? For that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay ruts to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. Then came tiny cowboy boots, left beside the front door, mad smiling face in Sunday suits. You said, think he's got your laugh. We traded bars for baseball games, late night drives for pillow forts. Your braided hair I called out plays. We found joy in the small reports. Every dad, every mom, little scribbles on the wall. Every mess, every tear pulled our hearts near. It's that back road kind of forever, family choir singing together. From red clay ruts to a house full of loud kids. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling, now it's 4 hearts at the ceiling. If this is love, I'm glad we never called it quits. Back road kind of forever, yeah, I'm all in for this. One day we'll be rocking chairs, sunset in your silver hair, wrinkled hands and reading glasses, laughing at those reckless past. You'll say, can you believe that girl who climbed into that dusty truck? I'll say, best wrong turn in the world. You'll smile, guess we pushed our luck. Oh yeah, for that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through failing weather. From red clay ruts to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, life complete. And if I go before you do, don't you cry for long, my dear. Turn the key, chase something new. Feel the wind erase your fear. But when that gravel hums just right and the sky burns soft and low, know I'm riding with you tonight. In that cab you ain't alone. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mind through failing weather. From red clay rust to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on my tired feet. Back road kind of forever, you still make my life complete. Wind howling down these canyons, dry as a bone in my throat. Another sunrise bleeding red, no promise in its glow. Yeah, promises, they break easy like sun-baked earth. Love's a hard wind blowing, hard wind blowing through me. Takes what it wants, leaves just us. Love's a hard wind blowing, hard wind blowing free. Remember her laugh forever, cool water on my face. Now just a cracked, dry riverbed, no comfort, no trace. Just echoes, empty echoes in this hollow space. Love's a hard wind blowing, hard wind blowing through me. Takes what it wants, leaves just us. Love's a hard wind blowing, hard wind blowing free. You were pouring cheap wine in a paper cup, boots on my dash, feet all scuffed up. laughing at the thunder on the radio. Said, if the sky falls, I just wanna know, will you hold my hand when the lights go down, when the small talk fades, when we leave this town? You just grinned, kicked the glove box shut, said, I ain't afraid of a little bit of rust. 'Cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bad and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the rain starts blowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. We moved in fast, small house, thin walls, hand-me-down couch and late-night calls, arguing about bills we could barely pay, then dancing in the kitchen anyway. You burned the toast, I killed the song, we laughed till the bad day felt all wrong. You said, baby, I ain't perfect, but I'm here, I kissed that tear right off your beard. 'Cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bad and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the wind keeps blowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. Mama didn't like my worn-out jeans, my tattooed arm, or the way I dream. Said that boy's gonna break you in two. You just smiled, said maybe so, but I choose those Friday nights at the old state fair. You in my jacket, fireworks in your hair. We ride the rusted Ferris wheel up high. I swear the whole world shrank to your blue eyes. Yeah, love's like an old red truck, beat up bad and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going. Headlights dim, but it keeps on glowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. We've been lost, we've been late, we've been standing in the driveway at the edge of fate. We've slammed doors, we've gone cold, but every single time, baby, we come home. We've cursed God, we've asked why, we pulled over just to scream and cry, but through the dust, through the doubt, we always find some way to turn around. 'Cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bad and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the storm keeps growing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. There was that night on the hospital floor, coffee gone cold, clock near 4. Doctor said it might be a long haul ride. You squeezed my fingers till I almost cried. Whispered, if I go, don't you stay the same. Paint the porch, change your name, but promise me this, when the night gets dark, you'll still talk to me out in the yard. I said, don't start packing up your lights. You and me got too much fight. You ain't going anywhere tonight. You laugh weak, but your eyes burn bright. 'Cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bad and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the worst winds are blowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back road you on a Tuesday, dust on your boots, sun on your face. You laughed at my old pickup, said it looked like it'd lose a race.
You tossed your bag in the back, climbed right up, called shotgun.
Right then I knew my heart was aiming at someone. You're my shotgun love song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile, every small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start.
If this road keeps rolling, I'll keep my hand in yours.
Baby, you're my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse.
Oh yeah.
We talked about your hometown, your mama's porch, and your old dog Jack.
You asked about my scars,
the ones you couldn't see out back. I told you about my leaving, all the times I got it wrong. You said, boy, you can stay a while, you don't always have to move on. You're my shotgun love song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile, every small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start.
if this road keeps rolling, I'll keep my hand in yours.
Baby, you're my shotgun love song, then I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse. 4 years and a few wrong turns, painted walls in a two-room place, burnt toast and Sunday sermons, your mascara on my pillowcase.
We fought about the small things, left the dinner getting cold.
But somehow in the quiet, we found a way to fold our fears like shirts, stack them on the bedroom chair.
We come back to the middle, find our hearts already dead.
You're my shotgun love song, yeah, and on the long ride home. Every scar, every cracked up memory feels better when I'm not alone.
If the storm keeps coming, let the thunder shake these doors.
Baby, you're my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse. Hey, someday we'll be silver, lines on our hands, stories in our eyes.
You'll still steal my jacket,
I'll still kiss you between good nights. Radio low, windows down,
wide open.
stars above, till the last breath leaves me. I'll get driving with my shotgun love,
Yeah.
driving with my shotgun love. chip red jaw, full of tips and folded phone numbers you never planned to call. I walked in for a quick one, stumbled into it all. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static. You turned this runaway around.
You said, boy, you look like trouble, with that half-crooked grin, boot heels on the bar rail. You poured whiskey, not my sins.
We talked about our busted hearts, cars that never made it far,
How your daddy taught you patience, mine taught leaving in the dark.
from the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static. You turned this runaway around. First date by the river, mosquitoes, June heat. You showed up in your work boots, cut-offs, bare feet, radio on the dashboard, static in a tune. You leaned back on that blanket, said, come see this kind of moon. I've been all edge, all armor, all joke, all smoke, all show, but you saw past the stories to the part I didn't show. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your eyes said, boy, you're home now. You turn this runaway around. We burned through all 4 seasons in that borrowed single wide, stacked your textbooks on the dresser, hung my cap on the side.
Mismatched cups in the pantry, secondhand old couch. You painted all the cabinets blue, said we'll make this sacred ground somehow.
Friday nights at the drive-in, cheap popcorn on your shirt. You cried during the previews, laughed through all the hurt. You traced plans on my forearm, little house, big oak tree, dog prints in the backyard, baby names in between. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. We were dreaming over dishes, talking someday, talking soon, with the street light through the window, painting halos in the room.
Remember that storm rolled in, tore down half this town. You stood in the doorway, shaking, said, what if it all falls down?
I wrapped my arms around you, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle, I ain't running, I choose you. I choose you.
We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slept on that torn out sofa, you cried in the bathroom quiet. But even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine said we still got a shot.
Loving all fairground lights and kisses on the hood. It's Soil stains in the driveway, doing more than what you could. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band.
From my mind to I promise, from I'll try to yes I do, every mile and every meltdown, just another rodeo.
Your mama beat the doctor to the hospital that day, cried into your hair and whispered, baby, it's gonna be okay.
You squeezed my fingers breathless, said, let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you. I choose you.
We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slept on that torn out sofa, you cried in the bathroom quiet.
But even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine said we still got a shot.
Wind howling down these canyons, dry as a bone my throat. Another sunrise bleeding red, no promise in its glow. Yeah, promises, they break easy, like sun-baked earth. Love's a hard wind blowing, hard wind blowing through me. Takes what it wants, leaves just dust. Love's a hard wind blowing free. Remember her laugh, a river, cool water on my face. Now just a cracked, dry riverbed, no comfort, no trace. Just echoes, empty echoes in this hollow space. Love's a hard wind blowing through me. Takes what it wants, leaves just dust. Love's a hard wind blowing free. was loud on that old pine floor. Sun swinging in behind you like it had been there before. You laughed once, made the jukebox skip the beat. Spilled a little of your drink right there on my torn up seat. You said that your truck out there by my leaning sign. I said, yeah, she's old but faithful, kinda like this heart of mine. You smiled slow, said faithful's hard to find these days. I swear time now shifted while you traced your glass that way. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full. I got enough to love you all the way. We pulled out, radio stuck on some old song. You sang the words half wrong, but you sang them big and strong. Yeah, you did. We kicked off, both boots on the dashboard bare. Wind tangled up your hair like it had a right to be there. You said, don't valve straight, let's get a little bit lost. Take the turns that look stupid, chase the lines that get crossed. I said, girl, you're trouble. He said, yeah, I've heard that one. But your fingers found my knuckles, and trouble never felt this fun. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every gust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full. I got enough to love you all the way. We hit that little bridge where the creek runs stand. He said, kill the lights a minute, let the quiet bore in. We listened to the frogs and the ticking heat, just slid across that cracked bench seat. Till your head fit my heartbeat. You told me about the town that you left last June, the promise you thought you broken when you walked away too soon. Your voice shook when you said I ain't good at staying. I said, girl, I ain't perfect, but I'm hell at finding ways to fix what's meant, patch what's torn, keep us rolling through the storm. Yeah, the bed of this truck, it's hard, every kind of load. I got room for all your baggage. We can spread it down this road. Come on! Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is way of life. Every time we miss a turn, maybe it's your jacket on my back when nights get cold. The way you bite your lip when you're scared of getting old. It's your name on my receipts, coffee cups and folded notes. It's every tiny Tuesday that keeps me afloat. Years later, same bar, same scuffed up fool. Your boots a little more faded, kids' crayons on the door. You walk in, balancing pizza and car keys. I still lose my words, like you knocked them out of me. There's a picture on the wall of our first night. My old truck in the background, tailgate full of fights. We've traded some dirt road for mortgage lines, but you still steal my heart. Dust motes dancing in the afternoon light through the kitchen window pane. Caught a glint off that old silver frame on the mantelpiece, just the same as it's been since you went away. A faded photograph crinkled at the edges shows a summer day. Sun on our young faces, a love so clear like water in the river. Now just a memory, a silent lonely shiver. Remember that old Ford, rust on the bumper? We drove it down to Miller's Creek. Felt like kings, no need to speak, just the sound of the tires, a steady rhythm squeak, and your hand in mine so soft and weak. A faded photograph crinkled at the edges shows a summer day. Sun on our young faces, a love so clear like water in the river. Now just a memory, a silent lonely shiver. Said, boy, don't you rush it, but your laugh pulled me in like a moth to a flame, a sweet, sweet sin. Never thought our story would ever thin, or that joy would ever truly begin to end. A faded photograph crinkled at the edges shows a summer day. Sun on our young faces, a love so clear like water in the river. Now just a memory, a silent lonely shiver. happy I was buying gasoline. You laughed when my card wouldn't swipe that day. Said, guess the universe wants you to stay. Love like that don't fade, it burns like a match on a midnight back road turn. From a slow dance in a stranger's bar to your name on a keychain hanging in my car. We were young, we were wild, we were lean on love. Put your hand on my knee, said this is enough. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. We moved in half a mile from your folks. Hand-me-down sofa, hand-me-down jokes. Painted every room with a cheap old brush. You got blue on your nose, I fell harder at once. Love like that don't need much cash, just a box spring bed and a grocery sack, a crooked mailbox and a coffee cup. You steal from the diner when the sun comes up. We were broke, we were tired, we were counting change, but your head on my chest made it all feel straight. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. You cried on the porch with that phone in your hand. Said the doctor just called, we need a new plan. I held you so close, felt you come undone. Swore on that railing we'd still see the sun. Every hard word, every slam door, every long night on the cold wood floor, I kept thinking as your shoulders shook, this ain't the end, it's a brand new book. Love like that walks through the fire, through the hard news calls and the worn out tires, through the what ifs and the sleepless nights, through the quiet car rides and the strangled fights. We were scared, we were small, we were losing ground, but your voice in the dark was my favorite sound. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. Year 5 hit like a freight train storm. Dishes in the sink, clothes never warm. You were working late, I was gone all week. 2 ghosts in a house, too tired to speak. Then one day you slammed the drawer, said, what are we even doing this for? I dropped my keys by the kitchen light, said I'm here right now, let's choose tonight. Love like that don't run, it stays. Pours another cup and it learns your name. In the silence, it still leans in, says tell me the truth, where do we begin? We were worn, we were sore, we were paper thin, but your eyes met mine and I saw you again. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. I still see you in that gas station glow. First hello, first I don't know. Every mile, every wrong turn sign, somehow all of them led to your side. Now the kids in the yard leave their bikes in the drive. You tap on the glass just to keep them alive. There's a streak of gray running through your hair. You roll your eyes, I swear I still stare. Some folks say it all fades fast, that the good days live in the distant past, but your laugh in the lines at the edge of your eyes looks better now than July sky. Love like that grows, it bends, puts deeper roots in the hard-packed sand, through the cracked phone screens and the late-night bills, through the sick day calls and the quiet pills. We got dents, we got scars, but we're still right here, and your hand in mine feels brand new each year. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. You in a window, moon on the glass, I'm counting blessings, you're counting. Met you where the gravel meets the busted county line. You were stealing cherries from the back of someone's vine. Dust on your boots, laugh lines in your smile. Said you wanna see trouble, ride with me a while. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. You talk with your hands when you're mad, you pace the floor. You'll slam the screen door, cuss, and then come kiss me at the door. Yeah, you burn every dinner, we just laugh and call it fate. Say, who needs a recipe when love still fills the plate? Yeah, you're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. We got a crooked mailbox leaning like it knows our names, a dog that won't stop barking at the kids at ball games. You leave notes on napkins in my worn-out work truck cab. Drive safe, come home, you're still the best I ever had. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. One day we'll be wrinkled, moving slow across this floor, counting all the little rings from glasses on this table board. If my memory fades and the names all slip away, I'll still know that rhythm that's been drumming every day. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. So when they lay me down under red dirt, under sky, play that simple song of us, let it echo, let it ride. 'Cause love ain't in the headstones, it's the echo in your chest. You're my back road heartbeat, baby, you can keep the rest. Oh, yeah. you where the gravel meets the old state line. You were drinking cherry cola, I was sipping cheap red wine. The sun was hanging crooked on a rusty welcome sign. You laughed and said you're leaving, or you're staying here this time. You had dust on your sandals and a map in your hand. Said I'm following the detours more than any kind of plan. I said, girl, I get that, been running since I ran. Then your fingers brushed my jacket and the world just kinda ran. You're my back road heartbeat, racing my blood in the dark. Every mile, every memory, spelling our names in the stars. If this highway ever ends, let it end in your arms. You're my back road heartbeat, my wild, my home, my spark. We drove past a mailbox with my faded family name. You said, tell me about your goals, tell me about your shame. I watched the fields roll over like they never learned my face. Said I never felt like I belonged in any one damn place. You turned down the volume on that old dashboard glow. 'Cause everybody's running 'cause they're scared to let it show. Then you put your head against the cold glass of the door, whispered, if you wanna leave, while you're circling back for more. You're my back road heartbeat, racing my blood in the dark. Every mile, every memory, spelling our names in the stars. If this highway ever ends, let it end in your arms. You're my back road heartbeat, my wild, my home, my spark. We found that busted diner with the flickering open sign. You stole all my french fries, I stole little looks sometimes. You said, love ain't fireworks, it's coffee at 2 a.m. It's the way you say you're leaving, but you circle back again. We slow danced on the sidewalk to a song from inside. The waitress lit a cigarette and gave a tired smile. You spun underneath the neon in your threadbare jeans. Said, if this ain't forever, it's the closest that I've seen. You're my back road heartbeat, racing my blood in the dark. Every mile, every memory, spelling our names in the stars. If this highway ever ends, let it end in your arms. You're my back road heartbeat, my wild, my home, my spark. I've loved like a landslide, fast and gone too soon. I've loved like a thunderstorm, shaking every room. But this feels like sunrise, slow on your bedroom wall, like the quiet in your laughter when you finally trust a fall. Now there's boots on your doorstep and a dog by a gate. Your sweater on my chair and your hair in my pillowcase. My mom keeps calling just to hear you on the line. She says, boy, she's got that kindness we've been praying you would find. Your toothbrush in my bathroom looks like it always belonged. We burn the eggs each Sunday while we hum the same old song. You kiss me in the kitchen, smell of coffee, toast, and rain. Say you think this road we're taking never circles back again. You're my back road heartbeat, racing my blood in the dark. Every mile, every memory, spelling our names in the stars. If this highway ever ends, let it end in your arms. You're my back road heartbeat, my wild, my home, my spark. If the truck breaks down and the money runs thin, whiskey at the Rusty Nail. Name tag crooked, telling some tall tale about leaving this town, about changing your name. I was nursing heartache and cheap house wine, boots kicked up on that neon sign, just another lost soul stuck in the same old frame. But you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turn every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, call me falling apart in a bar full of lies and a jukebox of scars. You put back roads on my heart. You laughed at the ink on my busted arm, said that crooked compass ever do you harm. I said it points everywhere except where I'm meant to be. You took a napkin, drew a little star right where this town is on the map so far. Said, boy, sometimes the place you're running from holds the key. Cause you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, you called me falling apart in a bar full of lies and a jukebox of scars. You put back roads on my heart. Next week, Sunday, we were skipping church, tailgate pew on a riverbank perch, sun burning holes in that blue sky dome. You stole my ball cap, jumped in a stream, said love ain't luck, it's a long haul dream. I said if you're the journey, this fool's found home. You put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, you called me falling apart by the water and willows and your bare wet arms. You put back roads on my heart. We hit 30 states in a beat-up Ford, fast food cups and a dashboard, Lord, changing the ashtray blankets in the back. Your boots on the dash, bare feet on the glass, radio loud, let the miles roll past, talking about forever like a well-worn track. Every mile marker, every sunrise brand new. All those wide open spaces still felt smaller than you. Yeah, you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of star. You took every broken part, turned them into verses and late night sparks. You put back roads on my heart. I ain't saying it's easy, we fight like thunder, love like rain, slamming doors on a Tuesday, slow dancing barefoot in the kitchen again. Oh yeah, you slam that pan on the stove, I swear I'm sleeping in my truck, but one soft sorry from your lips and I'm staying for good, baby, that's our kind of luck. There was a night by your daddy's land, you said these fields are all I understand, thought I see regret hiding in your eyes. But you pointed out where the oak tree grows, said right there's where the good stuff shows, roots dig deep when the storm clouds rise. You don't need some big city, you don't need some fancy plan, you just need one stubborn fool who won't let go of your hand. And you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, you took that runaway paw, set it down on your porch in the yard. You put back roads on my heart. Now those baby shoes on the kitchen chair, your old flannel on the rocking chair, little fingerprints on every window pane. We're late on the payment but right on time for swing set squeals and muddy blue eyes, making up stories when it bet you're leaning on a rusted Ford, dust on your boots, sun on your shoulders. You laughed at every word I said like you've been waiting to get closer. You stole my ball cap, wore it sideways, bare feet on the dashboard singing along. Name on your cup in black marker already sounded like a future song. This kind of love ain't burning out by tomorrow. It's tailgate to tomorrow, county line to who knows where. This kind of love grows wild in the gravel like flowers by the travel of these ties we're making where. If it's up to me, we'll ride it till the road runs out of map and air. This kind of love ain't going anywhere. First fight was over something small. You slammed that screen door, gravel flying. I sat staring at the bedroom wall, swearing I was done with trying. Then you pulled up in that midnight rain, headlights cutting through my pride. You said, I hate being mad at you. I said, get in, let's go for a ride. This kind of love ain't burning out by tomorrow. It's tailgate to tomorrow, county line to who knows where. This kind of love grows wild in the gravel like flowers by the travel of these ties we're making where. If it's up to me, we'll ride it till the road runs out of map and air. This kind of love ain't going anywhere. We've been broke, been late on rent, paid in quarters at the laundromat, burned our dinner, laughed it off, danced in the kitchen just like that. Oh yeah, watched your tears on a bathroom floor. Both of us scared of the test you held. Turned to me and said, if it's two lines I said, that's just more love to be felt. This kind of love ain't burning out by tomorrow. It's tailgate to tomorrow, baby seats and folding chairs. This kind of love grows wild in the gravel like flowers by the travel of these years we're stacking here. If it's up to me, we'll ride it till the road runs out of map and air. On the hallway wall, first day of school, smile Sunday best. You still steal my shirts at night, still find your head on my chest. Your hair's a little lighter now, my hands got callous lines on my face, but you still look like that county fair. First prize in a cotton dress race. This kind of love ain't burning out by tomorrow. It's tailgate to tomorrow, front porch swings and rocking chairs. This kind of love grows wild in the gravel like flowers by the travel of our stories laid there. If it's up to me, we'll ride it till the road runs out of map and air. This kind of love ain't going anywhere. This kind of love ain't going anywhere. One day they'll lower down that flag, church bells ringing over clay. Carve my name beside an old oak tree right beneath the one that holds your name. But don't you fear that closing scene. Love don't lay down in the ground. It rides on in every laugh, every little echo of our sound. Hey, this kind of love ain't burning out by tomorrow. It's tailgate to tomorrow, from right now into who knows where. This kind of love grows wild in the gravel like flowers by the travel of the hearts we're leaving there. If it's up to me, I'll meet you where the road runs out of map and air. This kind of love, this kind of love ain't going anywhere. You were pouring cheap wine, hear the jar with my name, bare feet on my dash. like you'd never be tamed. July wind in your hair, sunburn on my arm. You were laughing too loud, I was falling too hard. I took the long way down that back road to your heart. Through every wrong turn, slow burn, every step and start. I drove through heartbreak, heartache, chasing every star. But all those small town miles just led me back road to your heart.
Back road to your heart, yeah.
That old county line sign saw us fighting that night. You said, boy, you don't listen, you just think you're right. I slammed the door, truck in gear, dust cloud in my mirror. Put your jacket on my seat, made you feel too near. I took the long way down that back road to your heart. Through every wrong turn, slow burn, every step and start. I drove through heartbreak, heartache, chasing every star. But all those small town miles just led me back road to your heart. Back road to your heart. Met a girl in the city, high heels, high rise. But she talked about money, never fireflies. I miss your porch light, I miss that curtain swing. How you'd hold hands more out of tune than me. Tried to outrun your memory, burning through the gasoline. But every highway exit sign spilled out your name to me. I took the long way down that back road to your heart. Through every wrong turn, slow burn, every stop and start. I drove through heartbreak, heartache, turning me dark. 'Cause every mile that scares us just stitches us in the dark. Back road to your heart. Well, here's my last tank, here's my last chance. Pulling into your driveway, ask you for that dance. You smile on a Tuesday, dust on your boots, sun on your face. You laughed at my old pickup, said it looked like it'd lose a race. You tossed your bag in the back, climbed right a car shotgun. Right then I knew my heart was aiming at someone. You're my shotgun love song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile at the small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start. If this road keeps rolling, I keep my hand in yours, baby. You're my shotgun love song, and I'll sing till my voice gets hoarse.
Oh, we talked about your hometown, your mama's porch and your old dog Jack. You asked about my scars, the ones you couldn't see out back.
I told you about my leaving, all the times I got it wrong. You said, boy, you can stay a while, you don't always have to move on. You're my shotgun love song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile, every small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start. If this road keeps rolling, I'll keep my hand in yours, baby. You're my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse. 4 years and a few wrong turns, painted walls and a two-room place, burnt toast and Sunday sermons, your mascara on my pillowcase.
We fought about the small things, left the dead of getting cold, but somehow in the quiet we find a way to fold.
Fold our fears like shirts, stack them on a bedroom chair. We come back to the middle, find our hearts already there. You're my shotgun love song, playing on a long ride home. Every scar, every cracked up memory feels better when I'm not alone. If the storm keeps coming, let the thunder shake these doors, baby. Know my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse. Hey! Daddy didn't like me, thought I dragged you out too fast. Said I'd be a firework, just a flash like wouldn't last.
But you stood in the doorway,
So Daddy,
this is who I choose.
I never loved you more than watching you refuse to lose. If the gas runs out, silver, mine's on our hands. Stories in our eyes. You'll still steal my jacket.
I'll still kiss you between the nights. Radio low, windows down, wide open, stars above,
Till the last breath leaves me. I'll be driving when my shotgun love.
I'll travel with my
Dust motes dance in the sunbeam, thick and slow, across the worn-out linoleum where our bare feet used to go. That old kitchen table, scarred from 1,000 meals, holds just a coffee cup now, and all that silence feels. Oh, the fading pictures in my mind of a love I thought the good Lord had designed. Every smile, every tear, every whispered word, a melody forgotten, a song unheard. Just fading pictures and a heart that still yearns for the lessons that a love like ours only learns. Remember that old Ford pickup, rust on the driver's side. We drive for hours, nowhere bound, with nothing left to hide. Your hand on my knee, the radio, soft and low, talking about forever, like young folks always do. You know, we planned out our whole future under that big oak tree. Never once did we imagine what forever wouldn't be. Oh, the fading pictures in my mind of a love I thought the good Lord had designed. Every smile, every tear, every whispered word, a melody forgotten, a song unheard. Just fading pictures and a heart that still yearns for the lessons that a love like ours. The porch swing still creaks on evenings warm and long, just like it did when we'd sit there humming some old love song. I see your shadow in the twilight, a ghost against the screen, reaching out for something that just can't be unseen. The way you laugh at my bad jokes, the crinkle by your eyes, now just a memory playing beneath these lonely skies. Time, they say, heals all wounds, makes the sharp edges blur, but some scars run so deep they just can't help but stir. When a scent, a sound, a feeling brings it all rushing back, like a freight train in the darkness on an empty, lonesome track. But try to hold on to the good times, the joy, the gentle grace, but the pain keeps on reminding of an empty, hallowed place. pouring cheap beer in a hole in the wall. Saturday tips in a crooked glass jar. I was 3 long days and from an overtime week. Dust on my boots and my broken leaning heart. You laugh when I missed a stool by a mile sail. Careful cowboy, that's a hard way down. I was hooked in a heartbeat, hooked on that smile like you'd lit up the darkest bar in this town. Love hit me like a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, your hair in the wind, every little mile pulling me in. If this is all I ever get to keep you in that sundress, bare feet on my seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front seat kiss. Oh yeah. We threw our names with a pocket knife deep in that oak by the fishing hole bend. You said maybe this is just a summertime thing. I said, girl, I hope summer never ends. You stole my hat and you ran through the field, kicking up dust where the fireflies spin. I swear the sky leaned closer to hear every small secret. You let me in a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, your laugh in the dark, dashboard glowing like a falling star. If this is all I ever get to keep you in that sundress, bare feet on my seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front seat kiss. Pot roast and prayer. Your daddy stared holes clear through my shirt, asked what I wanted with his stubborn wild girl. I said everything, sir, for better or worse. You squeezed my knee under that old pine table. I say and thank you and don't you dare run. I'd have walked through every small town whisper just to be your foolish faithful one. I've been broke, I've been burned, thought I was done taking turns, but your hand in mine made a long life feel like mine to learn. Love hit me like a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, the radio low, 2-lane faith in the way we go. If this is all I ever get to keep you humming along off key, off beat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front seat kiss. Hey! We've had late night fights in the kitchen light, bills stacked high on the countertop. Slammed a few doors, said things we regret, swore we were done, then we never quite stopped. Cause you come back wearing my old shirt, I still red but your pride laid down. You say I still choose you in the hurt, and that simple truth shakes this whole old town. There was rain in the forecast the day we got hitched, but the clouds held back till we said I do. Your grandpa cried, preacher's voice broke, I just kept staring at the light on you. We danced in mud when the sky gave in, your veil stuck web to your laughing face. Every storm since then when the thunder begins, I remember that first wild holy rain. Love holds on like a back road heartbeat, steady through the bumps and the hard-packed heat. Windows fogged, your hand on the glass, tracing our names as the seasons pass. If this is all I ever get to keep you sleeping, smiling, our kids in the back seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front seat kiss. Now this crayon's crushed in the floorboard dust, little boots kicked off by the door. You're humming soft in the hallway glow, rocking our youngest till her breathing slows. I catch your eyes above his little head, same wild girl from from that smoky bar. Tag hanging sideways, little chip red jar full of tips and folded phone numbers you never planned to call. I walked in for a quick one, stumbled into it all. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static, you turned this runaway around.
You said, boy, you look like trouble, with that half-crooked grin, boot heels on the bar rail. You poured whiskey, not my sins.
We talked about our busted hearts, cars that never made it far, how your daddy taught you patience, mine taught leaving in the dark. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static, you turned this runaway around.
First day by the river, mosquitoes, June heat. You showed up in your work boots, cut-offs, bare feet. Radio on the dashboard, static, then a tune. You leaned back on that blanket, said, come see this kind of moon.
I'd been all edge, all armor, all joke, all smoke, all show, but you saw past the stories to the part I didn't show. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your eyes said, boy, you're home now. You turned this runaway around.
We burned through all 4 seasons in that borrowed single wide. Stacked your textbooks on the dresser, hung my cap on the side. Mismatched cups in the pantry, secondhand old couch. You painted all the cabinets blue, said we'll make this sacred ground somehow. Friday nights at the drive-in, cheap popcorn on your shirt. You cried during the previews, laughed through all the hurt. You traced plans on my forearm, little house, big oak tree, dog prints in the backyard, baby names in between.
From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold talking soon, with the street light through the window, painting halos in the room. Remember that storm rolled in, tore down half this town. You stood in the doorway shaking, said, what if it all falls down?
I wrapped my arms around you, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you.
I choose you. We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slipped on that torn-out sofa, you cried in the bathroom quiet. But even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine said we still got a shot. Love ain't all fairground lights and kisses on the hood. It's oil stains in the driveway, doing more than what you could. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. From I might to I promise, from I'll try to yes I do. Every mile and every meltdown, just another road to you.
Your mama beat the doctor to the hospital that day, cried into your hair and whispered, baby, it's gonna be okay.
You squeezed my fingers breathless, said, let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you.
I choose you.
Met you by the ice chest, dirt road, late July. Truck bed full of half-warm beer, sun still in your eyes. You laughed at my old ball cap, said it'd see some miles. I said I'd drive you anywhere just to see that smile. We got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts in one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline. Who needs a map when I got your hand, baby? That's all I understand. Just you and me and this beat up heart, tailgate to the stars. On my dashboard, bare feet by the fall. That creek below the cottonwoods, heard every secret, every call. You chased my name in red dust on its silver Chevy door. This is what broke looks like. I don't perfect anymore. We got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts and one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, to the stars. We learned how to fight soft, turn thunder into rain. You cried in my blue worship, mascara on the grain. Kitchen light at midnight, cold coffee, won't regret. I said, I ain't going anywhere. And said, you better not forget. We got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts in one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline. Who needs a map when I got your hand, baby? That's all I understand. Just you and me in this beat-up heart, tailgate to the stars. One day they'll sell that Chevy to some kid down the road. They'll crank up some new love song where our old stories roll. They'll never know our names, but they'll park where we once parked, where we promised forever under that big breathing dog. Yeah, forever. If the good Lord sips the porch light, calls one of us on home, promise me you'll keep my hat right there by the phone. And when that burn storm hits you and you're standing in the yard, look up where we used to look. I won't be very far. We got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts in one old car, world in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline. Who needs a map when I got your hand, baby? That's all I understand. Just you and me and this beat-up heart, tailgate to the stars. New start, still diving, it's crazy, tender, restless, tailgate to the stars. Tailgate to the stars. You showed up late to your sister's wedding, hair pinned up with a pencil you found, boots in your hand, heels in your purse, laughing too loud, spinning around. You said these boots ain't even mine, I just kinda borrowed their shine. I thought if that's how you treat a living, how you gonna handle a heart like mine? But you took my hand like Sunday morning, soft and sure and a little shy. You said, I don't dance, but I'll try for you under those cheap string lights. Now every step's a small forever, every song keeps turning into one more try. I guess I was wrong about borrowed boots, 'cause you've been walking with me all this time. Summer rolled in on a rusted Chevy. You pulled up, radio stuck on one song, window stuck too, so you had to shout, get in, this drive won't be long. We got lost twice past Miller's pasture, gravel popping, fireflies in flight. You pointed out every house you wanted, I just watched your face in the porch light. You took my doubts like Sunday laundry, hung them out in the open sky. You said, let the wind say what it wants to, we just watch those minutes drive. Now every mile's a soft confession, every back road turns into a sign. Guess I was wrong about borrowed time, 'cause you make every second feel like mine. Your mama cried when the dog got older, you held her hand on the kitchen floor. I fixed the screen that kept on sticking, you whispered thank you and nothing more. Later that night in the driveway gravel, you kicked a stone, tried not to tear up, said I'm scared of losing folks I'm loving. I said, darling, we're just filling up. You took my feel like black coffee, poured it out, filled my cup with light. You said we can't keep anything forever, but we can hold on to tonight. Now every ache's a kind of blessing, every crack lets me see your fight. Guess I was wrong about breaking both things, you turned my pieces into something right. We've had slam doors, late night phone calls, rain in the bedroom where the roof leaked through. We've had birthdays I almost ruined, saying the wrong thing at the worst time too, but somehow you keep choosing this crooked road with all its signs. You keep showing up in borrowed boots, and somehow they fit just fine on you. So take my name like Sunday letters, written slow on a back porch line. You said I ain't perfect, but I'm trying. I said perfect never crossed my mind. Now every scar's a secret language, every laugh's a little proof we survived. Guess I was wrong about stories ended, 'cause ours keeps adding one more line. We got a place with a leaning mailbox, paint flakes off when the seasons change. You plant flowers in crooked circles, say I like them wild, can't keep them tame. There's a dent in the fridge from moving day where we dropped it and almost cried. Now it's our favorite stupid memory of how we learn as we collide. You take my days like Polaroids, baby, shaking color into every frame. You said we're gonna age, might as well enjoy it, laugh at each wrinkle, each middle name. Now every dish in the sink is a promise, every mess that we make feels like a sign. Guess I was wrong about picture perfect, I just want your chaos tangled with mine. Storm came through on a Monday evening, lightning walking across the field. Power went out, you found some candles, said guess our plans are kinda sealed. We played cards till the deck got tired, told old stories in that waxy glow. You traced a heart on the dusty table, whispered there's something you should know. You took my breath like sudden thunder, held it close and let it go slow. You said if you aim you out, don't dare enjoy it, laugh at each wrinkle, each middle name. Now every dish in the sink is a promise, every mess that we make feels like a sign. Guess I was wrong about picture perfect, I just want your chaos tangled with mine. that small town wedded, hair pinned up but your heart half gone. Said you came for the free champagne, not to watch two kids hang on. I was leaning on the back pew laughing, boots too loud on the old wood floor. You rolled your eyes when I tipped my hat, still you didn't walk out the door. Now there's dust on my boots, gold on your hand, your picture on my dash, your name's in the sand. You were just passing through, I was stuck in this land. Now there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. Oh, look where we stand. You said love was a burned out porch light, moths and bad choices gathered there. I said love was a dime of coffee, stronger when somebody cared. We split fries in that vinyl booth, stayed till they stacked the chairs. You stirred sugar in that midnight cup like you were counting on your prayers. Now there's dust on my boots, gold on your hand, you're coating my truck, you're dressing my band. You were set on the road, I was tied to this land. Now there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. Baby, I never had a plan. Your mama called me trouble in denim, your daddy just stared at my tires. Said a man who's always chasing the horizon leaves a trail of quiet fires. I stood there on your gravel driveway, hands empty, heart too full. Said, sir, I ain't much on talking, but I'll do the long hard pull. You reached for my fingers like you always do when you're scared. Every storm that's ever hit this town felt smaller when you were there. Now there's dust on my boots, gold on your hand, two chairs on the porch, one promise we planned. You were scared to believe, I was scared I'd just stand. Now there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. Yeah, we both took a stand. We had a fight about the bills of winter. He said low and the night said long. You said love don't pay these meters, I said love still writes a song. You threw my old flannel at me, said I'm tired of being strong. I wrapped it around your shaking shoulder, said it's alright to feel wrong. You cried into my faded collar, mumbled, what if this all falls through? I whispered, every time the world feels small, it gets bigger when I hold you. We fell asleep to a ticking furnace, moonlight on the hallway floor. Woke up tangled in the quiet truth, we weren't fighting anymore. There was dust on my boots, gold on your hand, past two notes on the fridge, big dreams in the pan. You were doubting the map, I was drawing our land, but there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. We keep doing what we can. Spring came up through the cracks in the driveway, dandelions where the snow had been. You laughed at the weeds like old friends, said look how they still get in. We planted a row of stubborn roses right by that leaning fence. You said if they can bloom in this hard red clay, maybe love can just make sense. Your hair pulled back in a red bandana, hands covered in dirt and rain. I thought if I lose every acre I've got, I still can't afford your pain. Now there's dust on my boots, gold on your hand, you laugh in the yard, you ring like a brand. You were testing the soil, I was learning in a stand. Now there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. Oh, this rough little land, 4th of July on the football bleachers, hand-me-down fire in the sky. You leaned in. Met you by the ice machine, dust on your boots, my favorite jean jacket. You laughed at my busted old truck, said, boy, does that heap even make it back? Sun dropping slow on that county line, your hair blowing wild through the window, radio stuck on some broken station, but you sang anyway, so soft, so low. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant star right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. First fight in a parking lot of rain, I cursed like a fool, you just stared me down. You said, love ain't scared of a storm, it learns how to stand on shifting ground. We made up on your mama's couch, cold fries, warm hands, and a tear or two. You traced all my cracked up plans, whispered, baby, I still believe in you. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. Summers turned to winters quick, that old high school bar turned into dust. Your ring sitting neat in my glove box next to a note that just says us. We painted our names on a rental sign, said someday we'll buy this broken place. We got more dreams than dollars, but I got your laughter in every space. Sometimes I wake up scared, thinking all of this could fade. Then you roll over, steal my pillow, say we'll be fine, we ain't afraid. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. We burned through tires and trouble, we've slammed some doors too hard, said things in the heat of the moment, left each other standing in the yard. Hey! But every time the dust clears, it's your eyes pulling me home. We don't need some perfect picture, we just need a place our love can grow. Your daddy's old guitar in the corner, our kids' crayons on the kitchen floor. You hum off key as the coffee brews, I swear I've never needed nothing more. Bills stacked high on the table, but your head's on my shoulder, calm. You say we'll get there slow and steady. We got faith and we got these palms. Hands rough from all this trying, but they still fit just right. Two rings catching morning sunlight, two hearts holding on tight. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. I remember that first I love you, in the dark of that dead-end road. I was scared I might just lose you if I said what my chest already knows. But you smiled, leaned a little closer, said, took you long enough. That's a 9-mile restless wandering, found a name and called it love. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was